The ceiling is lined with rough brick, and I'm not sure what these small circular bubbles the water are. It's so dark here, and the path is narrow and slippery, shared by both pedestrian and cyclists. In the distance, a faint green light suddenly appears. I can't quite tell what it is. The air feels cold, almost unsettling, and strange unwanted sounds echo from the end of the tunnel, adding the eerie atmosphere. Yung Netherton Tunnel dito sa Dudley, malapit sa Birmingham, is 30 minutes, 45 minutes away from the city center. So it's scary, bro. So we are here at the intersection of Birmingham Canal. There's 4 intersection here. This one here, then one here, one there, here. So ang punta natin is diretso dito, diretso. Starting from the canal intersection in the city center, I begin my ride. With the GPS guiding the way, I cycle along the canal, exploring the journey ahead. As I ride along the canal, I pass by a mix of places, pubs, restaurants, and residential areas. Eventually, my path is back, so I have to reroute and head toward the tunnel. After a longer route, I finally reach the tunnel, and from a distance, I can already see the entrance to Netherton Tunnel. As I reach the entrance of the tunnel, I hesitate. It's my first time doing something like this, and I feel a bit scared. Honestly, I've always been afraid of the dark. Deep inside the tunnel, a tiny white dot appears in the distance. I can tell exactly what it is. Perhaps it's a mark that tunnel's end. Maybe. This time, my fear isn't the darkness. It's losing the determination to reach my goal. I grip the handlebars tighter, push down harder on the pedals, and force myself forward. There's no turning back now. Every rotation brings me closer to the end. If you look closely, the tunnel's structures feels very old. The walls are finished with brick. According to history, that was the original construction style when it was built in the 1850s. Netherton Tunnel was built during the peak of Britain's canal era to help boats travel more easily through the industrial Black Country. Construction began on December 31, 1855, and it's officially opened on August 20, 1858. At over almost 3 kilometers long, it was the last major canal tunnel built in Britain and created a direct connection between Netherton and Tipton on the Birmingham Canal navigations. I've actually been afraid of the dark since I was a kid. So coming into this tunnel is a big challenge for me. When it's completely dark, I sometimes feel like something might be behind me or that something could grab me if there's no light around. But today, I'm facing that fear is pushing myself to explore this tunnel anyway. Check out these metal handrails. They're so really rusty. It just shows how old this tunnel really is. You can feel the story in every brick and piece of metal around here. This tunnel is built mainly from bricks and concrete. As you look closely at the walls, you can clearly see the texture of the bricks, and they look very old. It really shows how long this tunnel has been here and reminds you of the story behind its construction. It's really dark in here now. When it gets this dark, my imagination starts running wild. I keep thinking, what if there's a vampire or even a zombie that suddenly appears out of nowhere? Maybe from the water or even from the walls? It's honestly pretty scary in here. We've been in this tunnel for almost 5 minutes now, and honestly, I feel like I finally conquered my fear of the dark. Let's keep going and see what's deep inside. Time to continue our exploration. See the opening of the ceiling? That's probably letting fresh air into the tunnel. Or maybe is that exhaust? Either way, it's pretty cool to see how they built this place so long ago. You can also see water dripping from above. If you don't notice the opening in the ceiling, it can feel a bit scary. Its drop forms a small circular ripple in the water below. That's creepy. Being here was scary at first, but now it feels incredible to face it head on. The water here is so calm. Let's just hope there aren't any crocodiles. I don't think so if there's a crocodile here in the Birmingham Canal. Maybe those politicians? Just kidding. This section of the tunnels is incredibly slippery. The water has a rusty reddish brown color and the damp air makes it feels cold. Every step and pedal stroke feels tense, reminding me how careful I have to be. Not far ahead, I suddenly notice a green light piercing through the darkness. I can't tell where it's coming from. Its glow reflects faintly on the water in the walls. Curiosity mixes with caution. I feel drawn to investigate, even though part of me hesitates. I stopped for a moment, cautious, trying to figure out what that green light could be. My heart races as I peer into the darkness, unsure of what awaits. And then I realize it's a boat with someone steering it through the tunnel. Relief washes over me and sense of calm and happiness replaces the fear I felt moments ago. I even stopped for a sec to ask him how long it usually takes to get through the tunnel, but with the engine noise, I couldn't hear him clearly. Then I realized the weird sound I've been hearing from the start of the tunnel weren't just the wind, they were from a boat ahead of me. I had thought being inside the tunnel would be a peaceful, just water dripping from the ceiling, but it turns out it wasn't so quiet after all. Finally, coming out of the tunnel, it take a deep breath and just pause for a moment. That 3-kilometer ride wasn't just about getting from one end to the other. It was a mix of excitement, fear, and curiosity all at once. I felt nervous and unsure at first, facing the darkness, the slippery floors, and the rusty water. But pushing through, seeing the mysterious green light and discovering the boat ahead completely changed that feeling. It taught me a lot about facing fear, staying determined even when the path seems uncertain. The tunnel wasn't just a physical journey, it was a small adventure full of surprises, little scares, and moments of awe. Honestly, I feel proud, calm, and even a little amazed at what I've experienced. It's something I definitely remember for a long time. As I pedal toward the exit, the darkness slowly gives way to light. Shadows fade behind me, and a wave of relief and happiness washes over me. I finally made it through the tunnel.